I don't play video games no more. Don't play video games. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. I got that stupid song stuck in my head and I hate it. Freaking Jack Black, I hate you. I gotta admit, like, the funniest thing that I've ever watched him in live action wise has gotta be the Jumanji movies. Funniest freaking crap ever. No! Alright, hold on.
You sent in a proposal, but your manager has so many questions.
It's a stupid song stuck in my head, so.
One, two, or 1, 2, 3. I don't play video games no more. Never play video games. Except for a little bit of God of War. I never play video games. Maybe once in a while, a little bit of Fallout 4. That's okay.
Not right now, I got things to do.
Yes, I don't play video games no more. Never play video games. But Red Dead Redemption 2, that is not a game. It's an incredible journey through American history. Fighting for your life and fighting for your family. Trying to live your days with honor and integrity. That's not a game, that's an adult thing. That's not a game at all. That's like fucking Shakespeare. You know I don't play video games no more. Tiny bit of video games. I guess I'm still playing fucking video games. Oh, baby, how was I supposed to know that something wasn't right? Oh, baby, I shouldn't have let you go.
I have one question. What is wrong with freaking Jack Black? That man is hilarious. Alright. I had a truck ready last night, didn't I? Yeah, that's right. Alright. Alright, fuel, consumables, and concrete blocks. So let me figure out where all that crap is at. Alright, fuel, consumables are at the farm. I ain't going all the way over there. So we'll do that. Then we'll grab the stuff from the farm. Then to the fuel station, and then we'll just make a loop. And I'm lucky because this international has there's like so much crap I can put on this truck. It's hilarious. There's something I wanted to look up on my music. Alright, we get it. Some stuff is unavailable now. We get it. And, I could play Born to Be Wild, but that would be a little weird. Alright, now I know what it was. I gotta find them first. I can play Tornado. That one's an interesting one. We'll do this stuff first. I don't play video games no more. Never play video games. But that is not a game. Oh, did I fall asleep? Whoops. I love the fact that when I turn and switch and swash over here, this trailer loves to just jackknife a lot. For now, I'm gonna need this. That's why I'm bringing this. I'm gonna do, oh yeah. Oh yeah! Alright, here we go. I did it and I'm happy now.
I've been on Shopify since the very beginning. There's a bunch of amazing templates that you can choose from.
Yeah, I'd love Shopify if it wasn't for the fact that they supported one of my least favorite YouTubers on the platform, and that would be Mr. Beast, because he does not do what he does for the right reason. He does it for the tax write-offs and for the fame and the fortune, and that is not what you do the stuff that he does for. It's worth a shot. We're not getting up this, are we? Nope. Alright, well. It was worth a shot. We failed, so. And, you know, talking about that subject, I think the thing that really made me I think the thing that honestly made me really stop watching Mr. Beast is when, and I even unsubscribed from like every single one of his channels and everything. When I found out that Chris was turning himself into a woman, I thought there is no way that this is actually true. But sure enough, it was true. But the thing that really pissed me off is Chris claimed to be a Christian. And he actually admitted that he knew his parents would not have agreed to let him do something like that because of how religious they are. Bro, if that was not a sign that you are the biggest liar about your Christianity, there is nothing that can be lying about Christianity. Okay? Why do you willingly fill these kids full of lies? Talking about, I'm a Christian and I've been born into a Christian family, but I wanted to do this. No! No! Obviously, they're reading from a different Bible wherever he comes from, because in my Bible it says changing yourself to the other gender, putting on the other gender's clothes is a sin. And the fact that Mr. Beast, knowing the controversial crap that was going to come from that, and knowing the fact that he needed to get rid of Chris and still keeping him there, even everybody said when they watched that one stream when Chris first came out as a woman or whatever, everybody was visibly uncomfortable around him because of the comments and stuff he was making. It might have not have been him, but it was the comments and stuff that he was making that was making everyone uncomfortable. And then the fact that Mr. Beast is like, I wasn't uncomfortable. Bro, the look on your face says you were. So, you know, you can lie to your viewers and you can lie to everybody else, but I don't care how long y'all have been friends, alright? Don't get me wrong. I will admit this. If one of my friends decided that they wanted to be transgender or whatever, which they won't, they're Christian just like me, I would be like, you know, whatever, just don't bring it around me. And, you know, I've actually seen things where somebody had posted, you know, if your friend was to come out as transgender or gay or whatever, would you still have anything to do with them? I would, because it would be what Jesus would want me to do. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. What do you think that means? Alright? That means that no matter who or what someone decides to become, and I say what very, very clearly, by the way, because that is what Chris is now, a what, not a person, a what. And, you know, if one of my friends were to decide to come out as gay or whatever, you know, I wouldn't support them in it, but I wouldn't turn my back on them because that's not what Jesus would want me to do. And I get that with Mr. Beast to a point. I mean, you know, if he was Christian, I could understand it. And they've been friends, from what I understand, since they were kids. So, you know, I get to a point why Mr. Beast didn't, you know, dump Chris or whatever, so to say, when he came out as a female or whatever. But bro, your views and stuff substantially dropped when people found out about that. I know, I stopped watching. And see, the thing that I think pissed a lot of people off, it isn't the fact that Chris came out as trans or whatever. It's the fact that everybody started saying that it was Carl that had turned Chris into a female. Carl admitted, and Chris even said it, alright? Now everybody knows Carl is, I'm going to put it the way that Fantastic Mr. Fox's mom put it. She waved her arms in weird ways, and she's like, different. You know, that's what Carl is, different. But You know, I don't think Carl made Chris decide to be a woman. That was a decision that apparently he had been thinking about since he was a little kid. And his wife, who is very Christian, if I remember correctly, she broke up with him, and I think they got divorced or something like that because of him doing that. And I don't blame her. Now, she still lets him have something to do with the kid, and I agree with that because, you know, even if his quote-unquote father is a female now, you know, the kid still needs somebody to look up to as a father figure. You might want to find someone else, lady. But anyway, you know, the thing that really pissed me off with that whole situation was the fact that somebody said the old Chris would kick their new Chris's rear end or whatever on Twitter or something. And Chris, with his female hormones, turned into a Karen. And he's like, expect contact from a lawyer or something. So you're going to sue somebody for telling the truth? Really? Wow. How Karen of you, Chris. Christina, I don't know what to call him anymore. I'm not even joking. Nobody knows what to call him anymore. Fag. Anyway. You know, whatever. You know, but the thing that really pissed me off was the fact that he claimed to be Christian. Okay, if you want to claim to be Christian, how about you act like it? And you ain't acting like it by doing that crap. I'm sorry, but no. That is, if you want to claim to be a Christian, and I know I'm not perfect. Alright, I know for a fact, I will be the first one to admit, I sin every day. Everybody does. But it literally puts it as plain on the nose and on your face. Alright? In the Bible, there is, I don't remember where it's at exactly, but there is a Bible verse that quite literally tells you that it is a sin to put on women's clothing and for women to put on men's clothing. This is so sketchy. Now, I'm not the smartest cookie in the cookie jar, obviously, as you can see by my driving skills and my idiot ideas, but, you know, in my book, that means, hey, idiots, men wear men's clothes, women wear women's clothes. I mean, how much clearer can that Bible verse get? That just made this trip so much easier, actually, believe it or not, but I mean, just how much clearer does that need to be for you is the question I would love to ask in that situation. And then, I can't remember what Bible verse it talks about it. I'd have to find it again. It's in Romans somewhere. But it talks about how, everything, in the end of days, everything will end in Israel. Now, I don't know if it's referring to the Israel of today or the old Israel. I don't know. Because I don't even remember or know if the old Israel is in a different place than the new Israel. I doubt it, but whatever. I don't know. I don't look into geology. So, you know, whatever. But the whole point here that I'm trying to make is, you know, you don't lie about being a Christian and then go out and perform such a disgraceful act as that. Right? God made you who you are. God made you who you are. Alright, think about that for a second. God created you. Because of His love for you, He created you. He made you. Before your parents even had the thought in their head, God had the thought of, let me make this person. They will be special in their own way, just as all of my lovely creations. And without knowing it, this creation will do something to help me. It may not be in a good way, but it will be to help me spread my word, or to spread the knowledge of me in some way, somewhere. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, according to what my book says, and according to my belief, which I'm not saying that if you're not a Christian you need to become one. That is the biggest problem with Christians today, but that's another subject for another time. But you know, the whole point is here, alright, God created you. God made you who you are. Don't change that. Alright, I know for a fact that my body is not the nicest looking thing on the planet Earth. Alright? I know that. But I also know that I'm not going to change it unless I can actually change it myself, which is by going to a gym, doing workout and stuff like that. And by the way, another sin is gluttony, by the way. So gluttony is a sin. If I remember correctly, the deadly sins are lust, greed, jealousy, gluttony. I can't remember the other ones, but you know, those are some of the sins and stuff. And you know, everybody's jealous at one point. Everybody has lust at one point. I don't have that problem, but at least not that I've noticed. You know, I have a problem with gluttony. Yeah, guys, I sin every day. All right, everybody does. Greed is another one. And again, I'm not trying to force my religion on anybody. All right, that is the biggest problem with Christianity, and it's what drives people away from Christianity, because the fact that. And, you know, there are people that have made really, really good points on it. The biggest problem with Christians is the Christians. It's not the religion, it's the people in the religion that are the problem. Christianity as a whole is trying to make us better people, but the mindset that the Christians of today have is if you're not a part of their religion, then you're sinning. And when they hear the words of God in the book saying, go forth and spread my word, they literally think that they have to force it on people. Don't force anything on anybody, guys. It's not going to help. If anything, it's going to make them run. And we don't want that. Alright, be kind. Show love. Show a little bit of kindness. You know, it doesn't require for you to, you know, tell somebody, oh, if you're not following my religion, you're sinning, in order to get people to come. I don't know. No, that's not how you do that. I've had this conversation with so many people before, where the biggest problem, and even my pastor says it, the biggest problem with Christianity is that we try to force it on people. Don't force anything on anybody, is what I'm trying to tell you guys. You know, if you have a belief, all right, and this goes for the LGBTQ, the transgenders, and all that stuff. Don't try and force your belief on anybody. All right, it's not going to make them come towards it. it's gonna make them stray away from it. Alright, it's like me with the furries and stuff. Alright, I've hated furries for, God, I can't even tell you how long. But it was because of the fact that furries, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them love to force what they are on people. My God, how many furry influencers do you know on YouTube? Right? I mean, come on. You know, and then there's other people that are furries, alright? And they're like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm a furry. And you're like, oh, okay, cool. You know, they're like, oh yeah, you have to agree with me, I'm a furry. You have to accept that I'm a furry. I'm a furry. You know, you don't run into people like that sometimes. Like, most of the time, that's what you're running into, is people like that. Same thing with LGBTQ. I'm gay and you have to accept it. I'm a lesbian and you have to accept. No, I don't. I don't have to accept you as anybody except who I see you as. If you are a male, you are a male. If you are a female, you are a female. There's no transgender bullcrap. Alright? I'm transgender. You have to accept it. No, I don't. I will laugh in their face and be like, ha 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 ha. No, I don't. Think I won't. Go ahead. Think I won't. I will laugh in their face. You don't force anything on anybody, alright? And that goes for Christianity too. Don't force yourself on people. If you're a Christian and you're listening to this, don't force yourself on people, alright? Now, everybody in my community at this point, they should know I'm a very big Christian. I try to go to church on Wednesdays. I don't get to go to church on Sundays because of my situation and everything. I used to go every Sunday before crap hit the fan with what's going on with my family and everything. And if you've been here long enough, you know what I'm talking about. And you know, crap hit the fan with my family. A lot of things happened, and you know, I'm no longer able to go to church on Sundays. But by Lordy, that does not mean that I'm not a Christian. Alright, and by a Christian definition, alright, by the Christians of today, they say if you don't go to church every Sunday and go to your Bible study, that you're not Christian. That is not true. I can be a Christian and never step foot in a church. All I have to do is read the good book. But it does say, Paul does say in the Bible, that it is better to be with a church, because a church is supposed to hold everybody accountable. We are supposed to hold each other accountable for wrong actions, for sinning. Alright? That is what Christianity is about. That's what being in a church is about. Alright? If you see one of your fellow churchgoers sinning, you let them know. You hold them accountable. Hey, this is a sin. You need to fix this. That is what being part of a church family is. We help each other. Not with just, you know, fixing our sin problems. You know, alright, to me, alright, and this is the way that my pastor explained it, being a part of a church is being part of like a big family. Everybody knows everybody. Except for if you're in one of those big churches. And see, this is one of the things that I will explain to y'all. Alright, I'm a good old-fashioned Christian, alright? I don't identify as Baptist or Lutheran or any of that crap, because that's just a label. Alright? But I will say this. Alright? I've been in 2 Baptist churches, both of them are completely different. Alright, the one I'm going to now, the first day I walked in that door, I felt welcome. I didn't feel like an outcast. I didn't feel like they looked down upon me because I was there. I felt welcome. Also, I hear the wolves in the background. It's just, wow. Alright. anyway, I'm trying to get this mission at least started. So I'm trying to at least get all the stuff together in one truck so that I can just come back in here later and grab this. So, because I'm not going to do anything else with this until I'm not doing anything else with this until tonight, because I think I'm going to stream this tonight instead of War Thunder when I got people here to help me. So, there's that. So, you know, be ready tonight for that, but I think I'm probably going to go grind on some War Thunder, but I don't know what I'm going to grind on, because I don't know, guys. Like, I don't know what I want to play. Like, I want to get German aviation up to where I had it, and I had it at, like, I had the ME-264, I think is what they call it, that massive bomber thing. You know, I had that, but alright, well, anyway, I'm gonna stop it here, and I think I'm gonna go grind on some War Thunder for a little bit. And tonight, for those of you who are watching, tonight I am going to be doing some. Last night I had a great time doing War Thunder customs with all my viewers. I enjoyed that very much. I think I want to try and do something, and it's been something that I've been kind of thinking about for a while. So I'm going to tell you guys now, and I want your opinion on it. So I have an idea on something that we could do, and it honestly, to me, it makes sense. Alright, so basically the idea is that we are going to do the capture of Tiger 131 reenactment, but I got to figure out what battle it was in and everything so that we can figure out what tanks were present on that day. Now, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly from the Yarn Hub video of how it got captured, I think I remember in the video for the British there was a Churchill, there was a Crusader, but I don't remember seeing any Cromwells, so those will probably be those two. And then for Germany, I know there was Panzer IIIs, and there was possibly a Panzer IV or two, and then Tiger 131. But we'll have to figure out what was present, what the battle was called where Tiger 131 was captured, and once I figure all of that out, we're going to do a custom on it. I'm trying to think of other things that we could do. So far, we've done Russia versus Germany. We've done America versus Germany before. So now we need to do Britain versus Germany. And I'm also kind of thinking, if you guys would help me, I want to do Japan versus America. But we have to find, one, we have to find a map where it works for tanks and planes. And two, I have to figure out what tanks were there. I might just allow whatever tanks we can get our hands on, as long as it's not American captured. But again, I don't know, so we'll figure that out. I'll figure that out eventually. But anyway, I hope everyone has a lovely time. And remember, you mess with the wolf, you get the fangs.